Okie dokie, welcome to our podcast. First of all, let's cover...
Space.
Space. Alright, what do you got for us today?
Well, Voyager has discovered that Uranus may have 2 new moons.
Now, Tom, what do you have to say about that?
I don't know. I'm not into the space thing.
Oh, well. Juno spacecraft in safe mode for latest Jupiter flyby. So, a while back, about, what was it, 4 years ago, they launched a Juno spacecraft to orbit Jupiter, right? Put your phone down, stupid. They launched a Jupiter spacecraft. And what it's doing, unfortunately, it doesn't have a camera, so it can't take any pictures, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But what they're doing is they're taking pictures of Jupiter, and on December 11th, they're going to do their nearest flyby. So, what they're doing is, they're just basically just going like, oh, whoop-de-doo, we have a satellite around Jupiter named Juno.
Is it the 7th that they're flying by?
11th.
Oh,
7-11. Okie dokie, what's next on the list?
How did they discover the moons?
Oh,
How do
probably
they know?
a telescope? I don't know.
Hmm.
Well, okay, I'm going to explain to you how they do this. So, what they do, they aim like a satellite or something, or whatever it's called.
Yep.
At the... at the thing. You know, the planet.
Yeah.
Now, so what happens is, if they already know all the rotations of the moons and whatnot.
Yeah.
So what they do is if... Stop doing that.
What?
You sound like the Thinger from...
What?
You sound like Mona from Nanoland.
Come here. Continue on.
Okay, and they aim a telescope at the planet, and if it gets dimmer, that means there's something in front of it.
Okay.
So what they saw was 2 irregular blips. That's basically what happened.
Hmm.
And Tom, I understand you want to cover something.
Yeah. There's now a new USA Russian crew up in the International Space Station.
Well, it's not that new, stupid. They've been doing that for years.
Yeah, but it's a new crew.
October 21st.
Yep.
Did they just launch?
I
Do you have the launch date?
So no, I don't.
Hmm.
Oh, NASA astronaut Shane Kimbrough and Russian cosmonauts Sergei.
You know what? I was waiting for that. I knew he would not know the name. He'd be like, Sergey, what?
And
So
Andrei
B, C.
Borysenko docked with International Space Station at 5:52 a.m. Eastern Time this morning.
This morning.
Like today, or is that?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
That's what it's saying.
Okay, next.
What do we have next?
Sports.
Yeah. Sports. What's new in sports? Blue Jays.
Blue Jays not doing too well.
They lost.
They lost.
They're out.
They're out.
Damn it.
Yep. But they're going to have a good team next year. They're going to come back, experience. They'll have more experience. They'll learn from this. Maybe they'll trade for an even better player.
What do you think about the Bautista and Encarnacion situation, though? They'll probably be signing with new teams.
I think Encarnacion's going to stay with the Jays. Bautista will probably sign with somebody else. They've been needing to get rid of Bautista for a while now.
How come?
They just need new guys.
But where do you think Bautista will go?
Well, whoever signs them. Obviously. Whoever gives them the better offer. Okay.
Who do you think that's going to be, though? Like, who has more of an opportunity to get him?
I want to say
I think Boston. The Red Sox.
the Red Sox aren't going to take him. There's no way.
Well, they took David Price. Why wouldn't they take Bautista? They've got a lot of money.
Yeah, but they're already a team that they don't need him. They
Yeah.
already got, well, They did not too long ago. They had Ortiz, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think he retired.
Yeah, he just retired. But I would say like I was thinking Miami would have taken him.
Yeah.
After they lost Fernandez?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why?
Yeah.
No, that's not why, but they... Okay, Tom, do me a favor. Name one heavy hitter from Miami that is known universally.
Oh, I don't even know any players other than Fernandez because he died on the Miami Marlins, so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys want to switch over to hockey then?
Yeah, let's do that. What's new in hockey?
The Leafs. Let's talk about the Leafs. This team is going to be the end of me. I'm not kidding. They have a 4-0 lead over Winnipeg. And you know what they do? They blow it. With friggin' white mustache over there, Patrick Laine, or however he's pronounced. Laney. However, whoever he is.
Yeah.
Getting a hat trick. He went second overall. There was a rivalry there. They were.
Please call the high school office. Mr. Moore, please call the high school office.
Sorry about that interruption, but they're saying that there's a rivalry between the two. Matthews, he's a pretty powerful forward.
It's
but
just the team around him.
The team around him. I mean, he's on the third line. He's with pretty sure he was playing with Hyman and Carrick. Or Carrick was his defense.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't giving them anything.
Yeah, the Leafs need to try and get someone who can support their team other than Austin Matthews because they're going to need it.
They're going to need some veterans on the team. Right now, they're a young team. Not very big. They don't have any big hitters. They don't have any goons at the moment. They don't have any enforcers. They're just a small, fast team.
Yeah.
That's how I would describe them. But Matthews is on the third line with Hyman. The only problem is, though, it seems like they only play the first and third line. They don't play people like Bozak, those guys.
Yeah.
They don't play Bozak's line ever.
So back to the game, they blew it 5-4 in overtime, which is disappointing.
Another contributing factor is Freddie Anderson.
Yes.
He hasn't been doing too good since he was traded to the Leafs.
Yeah.
I watched one of the goals. The puck came out to one of the defense for Winnipeg. He had a wide open shot. Freddie Anderson came to the top of his crease. He passes it over to Laine. Laine takes a one-timer in the back of the net. He was playing way too aggressive on that play. He was not in position. He was not positioned. He should have. I mean, they were still all set up in that zone. All of Winnipeg was set up in that zone. Every player. I don't know why he would focus on that one player. He's not going to take the shot.
Yeah.
He's obviously going to pass it. It was just a bad play by Toronto. But now on to the Oilers. Okay, Tom.
Yeah, this will involve the Oilers, but what do you think about the upcoming Heritage Classic, is it? Between Winnipeg and the Oilers?
Winnipeg's going to lose. The only actual recognizable name on that roster is Teemu Selan.
He doesn't play there anymore.
What, in Winnipeg?
Yeah, he retired.
Yeah, it's a Heritage Classic, Tom.
True. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you got people like... Even the 1980 Olympics and the 1984 Olympics, the entire team was basically the Oilers. Yeah. So they got people coming up like Mark Messier, Gretzky, Glenn Anderson, Fuhr, the drug addict, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just they don't have any recognizable players. The only thing I can say about the Jets Oilers rivalry is that in the 80s, the Jets played really, really, really well and forced a Game 7 against the Oilers. And they still lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a David versus Goliath matchup, but David's a piece of crap. David's walking around, or he's scooting around in a wheelchair.
What do you think about the Oilers, like just the Oilers team and just the Winnipeg team, not the old guys?
Well, the Oilers. Lucic has really helped them. He has really been a contributing factor for the Oilers. Not only can he score goals, but they're playing Bruin-esque game type. Did you see their game against who was it? St. Louis? Is that who they played recently? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So what happened was they were playing very, I would say, 1974 Bruins-esque kind of play.
Mm-hmm.
Their goaltending was top-notch. Talbot was really good in that game. But they were playing hard, hit hockey. Nothing too fancy. Grit, simple plays to get the puck in the zone in the back of the net. That's what they were doing. Another thing that I noticed was McDavid. He is unspeakable at the moment. I don't know how to describe him. He's really inconsistent. He's playing inconsistently. He's taking these games and he's doing real well. And then he's going along and he's on his line is coughing up 1-2 goals.
Yeah.
Which in the NHL that's big. And I mean the Oilers are still gonna do really well though.
Yeah.
They may be a playoff contender. They may make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think this year they have a pretty good chance with the playoffs.
I mean,
with McDavid.
Lucic is protecting McDavid, so that's probably helping McDavid out a lot.
But he's also getting like angry on those clean hits. When Edmonton played Calgary, I can't remember who it was.
At least they still won, though.
Yeah. Hold on, let me bring this up for a second. Do you guys want to chat about that as I bring this up?
But which?
The game and all that.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice that the Oilers are doing better than they were last year because it's been a hard, how many years?
I don't think
10 years since they've made it to the playoffs.
What? Yeah.
And I mean, that really sucks. They've spent those 10 years trying to rebuild, but they just haven't been able to do it, and I think this could be their year.
Yeah, I think this year they have pretty good chances, and I mean, they got a couple good players, like Lucic and McDavid. They're playing sort of well.
Like, their new GM pretty much rebuilt their team in
4 months.
Yeah, like
the only problem that I have with them, they've been doing crap with their first rounds. They've had so many of them and haven't used them to their advantage at all.
Yeah, like look at Yakupov.
They traded him and he scored on
Talbot, but that's because he knows his weaknesses actually very well. But like Yakupov, he's not the best, I'd say. He was a first round nothing.
I would say the same about ever since Hensky was traded, he's been doing really well.
Yeah.
He's still pretty old though.
Yeah. What do you guys think about like rookies? Just like throughout all the teams, who do you think is going to be the best rookie this year?
It can't be McDavid because I think he could have been the rookie of the year last year, but I forget who got him. Yeah, the injury set him back. But I mean, I bet you Matthews is probably going to be the best rookie in the league because Laney, he's okay, but who's the guy that the Oilers got?
Oh, I can't remember who they got this year.
Yeah. He hasn't done much. Like, who's seen him play yet? I haven't seen him play one game.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking for it right here. I'm looking for who he fought. But anyway, I'll just describe it. So what happens is so McDavid was going into the corner. They both fall down, go on the knees. And he gets a clean hit. He gets hit clean. And then Lucic just loses it. He gets real angry, loses his temper. It's just not very good. It just wasn't good. And what did you watch it, Tom?
No.
It's a clean hit. There's nothing wrong with it. He's just finishing his check. Lucic just loses it on him, though.
Yeah.
But isn't that what Lucic is there for? To, like...
Protect him.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way, but he has to be a bit lenient on that kind of thing.
Here it is, right here. So, see, look, he just finishes his check, and here comes Lucic with the fight. Everybody stops the play. Who is he fighting there? England?
I think so.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Yeah, so he fights England. Doesn't do... He does fairly well, but there's just... That's the problem with the game. It doesn't have any finesse anymore.
Yeah.
You got these big, tough guys like John Scott. And, those guys. And then in the 80s, you had, like, Knuckles Nilon and Marty McSorley.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of old players, you know who could have really done well if they actually tried?
Who?
Ty Domi. Nice dab, Evan.
That's me. Thank you.
Ty Domi, he was the fastest skater on the Leafs bench. He was faster than Matt Sundin. He was faster than Antropov, Ponikarovsky.
Mm-hmm.
All those guys. But yet, nothing's to be done.
Yeah.
So, enough with goons and stuff like that. Let's move on to,
Before we move on, one more thing. What do you think of Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
They're not even really a team yet, but what's your opinion?
They aren't going to do well for a long time. And the reason I'm saying that isn't just because they're getting all these players that the teams don't really want in the draft.
Uh-huh.
But that'll even take them a long time to get a good team going. It's just, I don't think Las Vegas is a place where hockey's a big thing.
Yeah.
I would say the same thing, but I mean, they already got, like...
They haven't got anyone yet, because they can.
They got a few good guys from the Kings. They
can't get guys yet.
Huh?
They can't get guys yet.
Well, they're gonna get a few good guys from the Kings.
Yeah, that's what they're
Luke was
thinking.
telling me that they think they're gonna take
You can only take one guy from each team.
Yeah, I know, but they're gonna get a few good guys, and the only problem is these guys don't have an AHL affiliate team.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna do the same thing? But you even got the owner here, Bill Foley, the general manager, George McPhee.
Mhm.
They're gonna have a pretty nice team, but
not having an AHL team is probably going to set them back.
they're gonna have to do like an entire separate draft.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna move on.
Finally.
Scary stuff, boys.
Let's talk about Mafia 3. Not getting too, you know what?
Games.
Speaking of, we're moving on to video games right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to a big one. No Man's Sky. Have you guys been reading on that?
Oh yeah, that game looks amazing.
But the hype, it's been going for, wasn't it 2 years? Everybody was talking about it and wanting it.
I've never heard about it until now. I don't really follow much of a game community.
Well, it was big. It was going to be big. And
Came out in August.
it came out in crap. It was a load of crap.
Yeah.
People were like, "Oh, what's this? We had hype on this for so long,
Yeah. And then
And
it's nothing.
and then it's
comes out.
nothing."
It's disappointing.
Here I'm going to pull up the No Man's Sky review on Steam.
Yep.
No Man's Sky. And it's $66 Canadian.
What?
Seriously?
Yeah, you gotta pay $66 for this. And let's take a look at the reviews here if I can find them.
I'd rather buy NHL 17.
NHL 17 is a great game.
I've heard.
Yeah, my brother just got it, and he says it's a load of fun.
Okay. Recent. 5,830 reviews.
Yes.
Overwhelmingly negative on Steam.
Really?
Yes.
Let's see. What are the...
Overwhelmingly negative. It's
Oh
crap.
my god.
And
Wow.
it's mostly negative in all. I've played the game. It's boring. It gets really boring. It gets really repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there for hours just collecting nothing and then going a few.
It says 5/10 on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 73,000 views. Mostly negative. That is not good. Yeah, it's 5 out of 10. Like, for a game that had that much hype, it's not. It's not supposed to be that
Yeah, they
low
were
of a rating.
hyping it for so, 2 years.
Yeah.
And then they come up with this crap?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
You gotta have something more than that if it's gonna be known of for that long.
Either, this is what they needed to do. They either needed to control their hype, and it's not like unless you're Rockstar,
Yeah.
it's not like you're going to have everything hyped. Like, at least Rockstar doesn't make the hype. They just quietly sit there and oh yeah, we're releasing Red Dead Redemption 2. They're not like, oh my god, it's Red Dead Redemption 2. Guess what? It's coming.
You know,
Wait.
I'm disappointed with Rockstar too.
Why?
They haven't made a new Grand Theft Auto in 3.5 years.
Well, the games are huge. It takes a while to make.
Yeah, but still, I mean...
But, the Red Dead Redemption game, that was such a good series, I think.
Yeah.
And now that they're making another one, I'm going to buy it.
It's coming
But
out in fall.
The only thing
2017.
about Grand Theft Auto is I don't know why they're already hyping it, because it's got a 9 out of 10 on Steam. It came out in 2013, and if you play it, it doesn't get repetitive. There's always new stuff to do, always new stuff to have fun with.
Yeah, that's good.
It's unlike
that's one
Fallout.
of the things I
When
like
you
about
finish the
Rockstar.
game, you're done.
You're well, there's nothing much to do in Fallout when you finish.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stop for a 5-minute break, and the recording's just gonna pause for a minute, and we'll be right back. So, next up on the list, Mafia 3.
Hold on.
Sorry about that, a little bit of technical difficulties. We had a little bit problems with our microphone here. But, next up is Mafia 3. I enjoyed this game quite a bit. When I went to this gaming expo in Red Deer, I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be able to have more ammo in the guns and stuff. But other than that, it's really fun. It's well made. It's well designed.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is the bugs. There are tons and tons of bugs. And and when you run into them, it's not like, oh, I can fly around. It's a game-breaking bug.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the reviews on this game are mixed. With only 49% of all reviews are positive.
Yeah.
There's a 1% difference.
Even though it's a good game,
It is a good game.
the bugs that are killing it.
Yeah.
Because they're all bad bugs.
Yeah.
It's not just like a visual glitch or something, or you can walk through a certain wall. It's something that stops you.
And it's having a lot of trouble saving, too.
That's not good.
Yeah, they're having a lot of saving troubles at the moment.
Hopefully that'll
clear up.
resolve.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's also still a fairly new game. Did you play Battlefield 4?
Yeah, a couple times.
When it first came out, it was extremely glitchy.
Yeah.
It was broken. You could there's these little things called maps. You could ride them to the top of a building. You could stand on them and ride them. And then one thing that I still don't like is the trolls in Battlefield.
Yeah.
Because they always use you'll see these trolls and the guys with the EOD bot, they'll just go if you're sniping on top of a building or if you're using any something that you need a camera for.
Mhm.
They'll come up behind you and push you off the side of the building using it. It's not very fun. But I can't say that I'm one that doesn't troll, because when I had my own server in Battlefield, if somebody was back map sniping, I would push them all the way to the front lines and then ban them. Oh, you got something right there. Like right there. Got it.
Thanks.
But okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Meme of the month. What is the meme of the month?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Assassin's Creed Osiris.
Okay, good. So
Assassin's Creed Osiris. This game leaked. Doesn't look very good.
let's see.
Egypt. What's there in Egypt other than flying frogs?
Flying frogs
Yeah.
and magic carpets.
Yep.
We still get to meet Aladdin. Yeah, I don't think that's the best setting for an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
But it might hold something cool. Like, I mean, I don't know. Unity was really good. I played it a couple times and it was amazing compared to what I've played before.
Yep.
But, I mean, I don't think Egypt is the best setting for an Assassin's Creed game. It just doesn't fit, you know?
Yep.
Assassin's Creed 3 was just not. It was so bad.
Yeah, it's old though, so I mean, what do you expect?
And so, let's move on to U.S. presidential debate.
Yay! Last one.
The last one. Elections coming up on the 4th, or the 8th.
Jeez, that's scary, man.
Really?
It was basically just a roast fest,
But why did?
going back and forth between Hillary and Trump.
How come the Canadian election only takes 3 months, 4 or 5? Somewhere in between
it
there.
takes like 7 months.
And theirs takes a whole year. They
This is-
started
yeah.
last year at the start of the school year.
This is crazy.
Yeah. And we've come, and what I don't like is, I've been following this election very closely. Don't ask why, but I've been following this election very closely. Hillary Clinton, muscled out. He's basically Batman at this point.
Who?
Batman watching Arkham fall. Bernie Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably the prime candidate. He was the only one that's still sensible.
Yep. Then he quit.
And then, no, Hillary Clinton muscled him out.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
She said, she's like, okay, you can't run for president anymore. And now we got South Park's douche and turd sandwich here.
Yeah.
And they're just roasting each other.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with, like, USA or presidency or anything. It's just, like, it's for fun. This is, like, it angers me to see this.
Yeah.
Going on. Like, is this what the world's gonna come to? Is this what we're gonna have to deal with?
We're gonna have to build a wall to keep the Americans out at this point.
Yeah.
And also, Trump's best friend is dead to him now.
Who?
Vladimir Putin.
Hmm.
Putin.
Putin.
I would love some Putin right now.
Yeah, Putin is good.
But Putin, I would not.
No thanks. Wasn't he, like, on his side? Like, I feel like he's just doing this for laughs and for, like, all the young people are gonna vote for him. And all the people that think he's funny and stuff. But, I don't know.
Okay.
I just think he's a bad idea. He makes, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, he just does things.
Yeah.
He doesn't think about them.
He's a doer.
He's what the people from the South would call. He's thinking what we're all, or he's saying what we're all thinking. That's what people of the South are calling him. Northerners are calling him an idiot.
Yeah.
He's from New York. You think of people from New York. Oh yeah, you live in New York. Yeah, you must be pretty smart to make it there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a high IQ.
Mm-hmm.
But the things he says.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Like, his public image is terrible.
Yeah.
Does he even
to
give a
other
damn?
countries.
Ever since he was okay until he started running for president.
Yeah.
But until then. Okay, we're back.
Sorry about that. Just had a little interruption.
To quote Donald Trump, "I don't know Putin," Mr. Trump said. "He said nice things about me. If we got along, well, that'd be good. He has no respect for her. He has no respect for our president. We are in very serious trouble. We have a country in tremendous numbers of We have a country with tremendous numbers of nuclear warheads. 1,800 nuclear warheads. And she's playing chicken." He just gave up how many nuclear warheads the U.S. has.
He did?
Mr. Clinton responded, "That's because he'd rather have a puppet as a president. He'd rather have a puppet as president of the United States." Mr. Trump replied, "No, you're a puppet."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's like a 12-year-old.
I didn't even apologize to my wife, who was sitting right here because I didn't do anything, he added. These women, I think, either want to frame or her... These women, I think they either want to frame or her campaign, and this is just confusing now. Did it. And I think it's her campaign. Mrs. Clinton said, "Donald thinks belittling women makes him bigger. He goes after their dignity and self-worth." In repeat of the bitter tone of the first two debates, Mr. Trump called Mrs. Clinton a nasty woman.
Yeah.
And claimed America would be in some mess if she was elected. The
Well,
only
if he's
thing you have over me is experience, but that's bad experience, he added. In discussion on immigration, Mr. Trump said his desire to build a wall on the U.S.-Mexico border was to keep out bad hombres.
Seriously? Is
Yep.
that what he said?
Bad hombres.
This man.
He said one of my first acts will be to get all of the drug lords. We will have some bad people in this country that we got to go out. We have some bad hombres here, and we are going to get them out. We've got some bad hombres. Mr. Trump said he planned to appoint pro-life judges to the Supreme Court and allow individual states to determine whether abortion should be legal. And Chris Waller interjections. Shut up. Chris Wallace had 30 of interjections.
Yes, well, yo. Strong feelings are what they let you know.
And 3 sustained interruptions. Donald Trump had 24 interjections and 11 sustained interruptions. Hillary Clinton had 8 interjections and stop, Tom. Sustained and had 3 sustained interruptions. That's just saying Donald Trump is a huge target. But the thing that he has is he's just got money and business smarts. Tom, pull up your pants.
What the hell? That's an odd thing to say.
He was sitting under the table and I could see his crack. Okay. Let's take a little break to get back on track here, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. Sorry about that pause. We just needed to take a break to get on track. Top meme of the month. I would give it to Ken Bone.
Give us some examples of Ken Bone.
Roses are red, castles are made of stone. Snoop Dogg wants to get high with this iconic undecided voter, Ken Bone. Give the dog a bone.
Who is Ken Bone? What is he?
Ken Bone was I'm pretty sure he was at an election.
Oh, yeah.
And, people just thought he's an undecided voter, and people just thought he was, like, adorable. And so, he's like,
It's the lawn guy from Over the Hedge.
The exterminator.
Yeah, the exterminator from Over the Hedge. He looks exactly like him. That's awesome.
That is awesome. But, no, is that Toy Story 2 or...
Oh, is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
So that's that. So, Evan, let's move on to your phone facts.
Food facts.
Yeah. I was looking at the phone and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, some interesting food facts. I got these from, I believe, BuzzFeed. I'm just going to tell a couple that are my favorites. Apples belong to the rose family, as do pears and plums.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
actually?
Weird. Yeah, they actually do. That's why trees flower, I think.
Oh.
That's my guess.
Well, blueberry bushes flowers too.
Yeah.
Blueberries are good.
Most wasabi is not real wasabi, but colored horseradish.
Actually?
Yeah. Like the cheap stuff that you get in like Sobeys sushi.
Yeah.
It's probably just horseradish.
And those little packets.
Yeah.
You can tell it's real wasabi when it really makes your nose burn.
Yeah. Castoreum, which is used as vanilla flavoring in candles, baked goods, etc., is actually a secretion from the anal glands of beavers. Anus beaver juice is in your food.
Anus beaver juice.
Also, the red food coloring carmine used in Skittles is made from boiled cochineal bugs, a type of beetle.
That actually brings up an interesting point. Did you know Skittles, the shell of the Skittles are made out of bug shells?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, Tom looks like he's gonna have a stroke. You look like you just watched somebody throw a box of kittens into a fireplace.
If improperly prepared, pufferfish can kill you, since it contains a toxin 1,200 times deadlier than cyanide. That is some deadly stuff.
That's like making your face implode. That's how deadly that is.
Ketchup was originally a medicine in the 1800s to treat diarrhea.
Is it? Actually?
Yeah.
Isn't...
When you're climbing up a pole and you feel something screw... Ah, damn it, I forget it.
That actually brings me to the next point. Is, ketchup a smoothie? Would that count as a smoothie?
Oh, that's nasty.
Whoa.
That's
Because it's got like tomatoes and sugar and stuff, and tomatoes is a fruit.
Yep.
No, don't even know.
That's
Gross.
Tom, do you want a smoothie?
No.
It's a ketchup smoothie.
I don't want a ketchup smoothie.
Speaking of that, whatever happened to purple ketchup?
There was purple ketchup at one
There
point?
was purple ketchup.
Yeah.
I will Google it right now.
What happened to purple ketchup?
Also, the reason why peppers taste hot is because of a chemical compound called capsaicin, which bonds to your sensory nerves and tricks them into thinking your mouth is being burned. Oh, the Easy Squirt Heinz. I remember that stuff.
Yeah. And they had it in purple.
And green. And blue. It's like child ketchup, because it's easy to squeeze.
This is honestly, this would freak me out if I saw this on my fries.
It doesn't even look like ketchup, though. It looks like purple sugar paste. Like
I was
icing
thinking
from a
the
cake.
same thing. What else do you
Crazy.
have? Stop that, Tom.
I have ripe cranberries will bounce like rubber balls. For some reason.
See, for
Cranberry.
cranberry.
I knew you were going to say that. What else? Canola oil was originally called rapeseed oil, but the Canadian oil industry of 1978 changed the name to avoid negative stuff. Canola is short for Canadian oil.
Actually,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I
Yeah.
did.
Cool.
They used to use what was it to power diesel engines?
Oil.
Yeah.
Just vegetable oil.
Yeah, veggie oil.
Yeah.
That's eco-diesel.
Speaking of veggies, when I was at the hospital for my ankle,
Yeah.
I was just they had Impractical Jokers on the TV.
Mhm.
I was just sitting there looking up at the TV with a cold bag of vegetables on my foot.
Which hospital were you at?
I went to Lacombe.
I went to Rimby when I broke my wrist.
Yeah, that's usually where people go, but it's a lot farther than
Rimby's beauty.
it's
Farther than Lacombe?
yeah. No,
Oh, is it?
from
Oh,
from the rink it is.
Oh, from the rink. I went from my house. Because I guess Rimby's in the direction that my house is.
Okay, so
What next? That's kind of it.
No.
Do you guys have any food facts?
Yeah, that's it for food facts, and now we are on our
nostalgia.
Our
nostalgia time.
last little bit of time we have.
So we
Hurry up, Tom. You got like a minute.
okay. I will be covering some old kids shows. So we have Arthur, and it's still going since 1996. You got Barney and Friends that went till 2010. Teletubbies, aren't they creepy?
I never watched Teletubbies.
Neither did I.
Sesame Street, holy crap, that's been going on since the 60s.
And we're back.
So, as I said, Sesame Street's been going on since the 60s. I used to watch that show.
Seriously?
Yep, 1969 it started.
What?
Then we got Rugrats. Oh, that was such a good show.
I never watched Rugrats.
You never watched Rugrats?
Did you ever watch Cat Dog?
Okay, no.
Oh yeah, I did watch Cat Dog.
And
Who's
Roly
ever-
Poly Oly?
Who's ever seen Animaniacs?
I never watched that.
No.
Oh, there's this show called Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of the dank?
Or
Oh, Pingu.
Zoba Zaboomafoo.
Zaboomafoo.
Yeah, the lemur thing.
Yeah.
He died
That-
in like
yeah.
2012.
Or
Yeah, I
the big
remember
comfy couch.
I never
I
watched
never
that.
watched that.
Teepee Tales.
Caillou.
Teacher's Pet.
Bananas in pajamas.
Okie dokie. I think that's
One more.
okay.
Blue's Clues, boys.
Oh, that was my favorite show of all time.
But okay, guys, we're gonna need to wrap this up. We're coming on the 45th minute. Thank you for listening to our podcast, and
See you next week.
Yeah, talk to you next week.
yep, see ya.